Hello YouTube and welcome to the third Adobe After Effects tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going over adjustment layers, solid colors, and effects. Just some basic effects just to get you introduced to them. Effects and adjustment layers kind of go hand in hand, so I do have to show you some basic effects in order to show you adjustment layers. First we're going to go over solid colors and how to change solid properties. So you're going to highlight your solid by clicking on it. I'm going to go up here to Effect. You're going to go to Solid Settings. And for this solid, let's change its name. Let's name it Top Solid, since it's on the top. Let's keep the size, but we're going to change the color. So you can either click the dropper tool to drag it around your screen and select different colors. But I don't want to do that. I just want to change the color manually. Let's make it a nice deep red. Deep red here. Okay, that looks good. If you have this preview checked, you'll actually be able to see it, but I'm not. My solid isn't currently in the frame or playing, or it's not rendering, so I can't preview it. Alright, so our solid has now changed colors. See, it's now nice dark red. So to put an effect on the solid, we go to Effect Controls, Top Solid. So then you right click, and these are all your effects. Now this is just a list. You can also go up to here to Effect, and here are all your effects too. This is your very last effect you use. So if you want to apply it multiple times, it's easy to access. Now if you go over here to Effects and Presets, this is a handy search bar. And let's say you don't know quite what an object would be called, but let's say I want to do something with light. So I'm going to type in light. And this will tell me all my things that have the word light in them. Oh, it's a lot of stuff that has light in it. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. There's even presets for a lot of stuff. You can click them, and it just has pre-built animations and fun Adobe stuff. But what I usually like to do is I usually like to work over here. So let's go to Store. No, that's not a good one. How about noise and grain? Let's add grain. So let's go over here to our solid, so we'll be able to look at it. And this is a little preview box right here. You can change it to final output, and you'll render the whole thing. That might be a little intensive. Renders some computers. Preset. Let's do Kodiak. Like, these are all just different cameras you can do. East color negative. Turn up the intensity maybe. Turn down the softness, make it look really bad. And so you can see each time I change an effect, there's this little yellow bar that runs across here. And that's just because it has to re-render everything. So yeah, that's that. Now if we drag our work area down here, you want to change your work area when you want to just render something really small, or just render a certain specific point instead of having to RAM preview everything. Now if I only click RAM preview, it'll simply just do this little piece here. As you can see, since I've got this heavy effect on here right now, it has to render every frame. Whereas before it was nice and snappy, now it takes a little bit. As you can see, that there's this nice effect now. And it takes a really long time because there's a lot of different pieces to render. So it's gonna get through here. But while it's doing that, I'm going to talk for a few seconds. Now you've learned an effect, but there are hundreds of effects. You can download effects from other websites. Just be careful what you download. Could be a virus. See, now if you look at the RAM preview, it's really nice. It's got this nice, looks textured almost. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Be careful what you download. But you can download a lot of great effects. If you see this video here, how it's got this like shining light, that's a lens flare, and those are available at videocopilot.net. You could buy them from videocopilot.net. Andrew Kramer runs that website. He's got some great tutorials, some pretty advanced ones too. A lot of stuff. He does a lot of 3D stuff. He likes to do the 3D images, and he's really good. That's how that video is made with lens flares. But there's a lot of different plugins you can get. Adobe has a large amount, as you've seen by this effects and presets. Generate is a good category to look under if you just want to play with some presets or some effects. But that's that. Now, there are these things called adjustment layers. So you can right click here as always and click New Adjustment Layer. Or you can go up here to Layer, New Adjustment Layer. And now we got this adjustment layer. It's throughout the whole video. But of course I don't want it to be throughout the whole video. So I'm just going to bring it down here. I'm going to make it a little bigger than my solid and expand my work area. And it doesn't look like anything really changed, right? It just still looks like the video. Well, that's because there's no effects on it. Now, adjustment layers, they consist solely of effects. They have no characteristics without effects. So let's apply an effect. I'm going to go back here to my top solid. I'm going to turn off this add grain because it uses a lot of rendering power. To turn off an effect, just click this FX button, and then it'll turn it off. Back up to my adjustment layer. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go generate. Generate's good. This is a lot of stuff. Let's go with lens flare. This is an Adobe built lens flare. It's not as good as the Video Copilot optical flares, but this one's pretty advanced. You need to really practice and play with it. Let's go. Where is it? It's ramp. It's called ramp. There it is. Now this does a monochromatic by default gray to white. So if we just look through here, it doesn't really do much. It's just kind of there. And this adjustment layer applies it to everything. It doesn't just apply it to itself, it applies it to all the video below. Let's say we don't want to do that, so we drag it down in the middle here. Now if we watch, nothing happens until we hit the red, and then it applies itself to everything below the red. Or sorry, below the title.avi. And then as you watch it gets to the end here, it will flash back there. So this ramp kind of covers up the video. Now, ramp isn't a good example to use just because it doesn't change or anything. I'll do one more here. Let's go with let's go with generate again. Generate. Right here, what is noise and grain, fractal noise. This is a fun one. It's cool shady pattern here. Now if I bring it up one more height, it applies itself there, and as you can see, and then the red takes over, and there you go. So that's just a quick introduction to adjustment layers and changing a solid's color and effects. So next time we're going to be going over just solely effects, and solely effects, and how to use them, how to use keyframes, just some of my favorite effects. Just play with the effects. There's hundreds and hundreds of hundreds. I would spend hours upon hours teaching you guys about effects. But the best way to learn is just to play with them. Just learn a new effect every day. Pick one, tackle it, learn it. It's the best way to learn something. Just try it out for yourself. Figure out what you like. It might seem kind of shot in the dark at the moment, so that's why I'm going to help you. So I look to seeing forward to you next time. Thanks for watching, and as always, please subscribe.